Hi, 6th grade. We're moving on to Chapter 2, Section 5. So yesterday, we did addition equations where we solved by doing the opposite of what we saw, right? And got the variable alone. So we're going to continue that today, same steps. But ours now are going to be subtraction problems. So the opposite of subtraction is going to be addition. So yesterday we had all addition problems, so we subtracted to get the variable alone. Today we're going to be looking at subtraction problems. So the opposite is going to be to add. Okay? So step 1 is still going to be divide your sides, right? So draw that line through the equal sign. Okay, so draw that line through the equal sign. Okay, and we're going to work through our steps as we solve this first example. Okay, so I want to make sure you can see. I don't want to cut you off. I'm going to try to pull out just a little bit. Okay, so I draw my line, step 1. Okay, step 2. Check that goal, right? We want to get the variable alone. Get variable So our variable in this problem is the c. Okay, so we want to get the variable all by itself. We want it just to say c equals, but it doesn't right now. It says c minus 12. So in order to move that minus 12, we're going to use the inverse operation. Right? So we're going to do the opposite of what we see. I see minus, so today in this lesson I'm going to add. So negative 12 plus 12 is 0, so that still falls out. It's still equal to 0, it goes away, and I'm left with just a c on the left, and I still have equals. But now remember, step 4, we have to keep it balanced. We have to keep it fair. So we have that twin rule, okay? That twin rule. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. We did, or I did, plus 12 on the left, so that means I'm going to have to do plus 12 on the right. And when I do, 3 plus 2 gives me 5, 4 plus 1 gives me 5. I end up with 55. C equals 55. Now I can still check these answers. Okay, I can still check. So if I plug in this answer, that means instead of, so for C, let me scoot it over a bit, C minus 12 equals 43, I'm going to put in 55 minus 12 equals 43. And you don't just want to write 43 equals 43. You want to do the math, because if you're off by 1 point, this is where you would catch it, right? On a test or a quiz, this is how you would know whether you're going to get full credit or not. 5 minus 2 is 3, 5 minus 1 is 4. So we were right. 43 is equal to 43, which means our missing number, our c, our variable, is equal to 55. Okay? Let's do another example. Let's say we have n minus 53 equals 28. Okay, we have the same steps. Okay, so step 1, draw a line through your equal sign, divide your sides. Okay, we have a left side, we have a right side. And step 2, get the variable by itself. Well, what is the variable? The variable is n in this problem. So we need whatever else is there to go away. In order to do that, we have to do the opposite. So I see negative or minus 53. So the opposite of that is plus 53. So when you have opposites, they're always equal to 0. They fall out. So now on the left, we just have an n equals. And then on the right, we're going to remember that twin rule. What we do for one, we have to do for the other. So we're going to add 53 on the right side. And when we do that, 8 and 3 is 1, carry the 1, 5 plus 2 plus 1 extra, I get 81. 81. So now I'm going to check that, okay, because I want to make sure that I did it right. So for the original problem, n minus 53 equals 28. I'm going to plug in my answer for n. So 81 minus 53, does that equal 28? Well, off to the side. 81 minus 53, I'm going to show all my work here. Borrow, regroup, and I get 11 minus 3, and that is equal to 8. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. So I get 28. 28 is equal to 28. I have a balanced equation, which means my answer was correct. Okay, my check is good. My answers were good. All right, guys, if you have any questions, come see me. I do have office hours today at 2:15. Because the lesson is so similar to yesterday, I'm going to stop with notes. We'll keep them short and sweet today, and I'll give you your assignment. Today, because we're in a new lesson, we're going to be on page 70. Okay? And we are going to do numbers 7 through 17. All today. Let's do them all. Okay? Again, if you have any questions, let me know.